I love these type of cars, right? Let me tell you the story. This car is come from someone that lives 3 hours away from us. And the problem was this car was to a garage. The car drove into the garage, but there's always a but. They started to do some checks and doing some things around to try to figure out what the problem was. The initial problem was fault on the gearbox. That was it. Just memorize that. The problem was fault on the transmission, nothing else. So this car then entered into that garage, but what happened? Out of nowhere, the customer get a phone call saying that the vehicle no longer starts, saying that the problem is now on the ECU. Once the customer questioned that said garage, they've said that the ECU was getting more and more faulty, so to speak, and that's the reason why it was having some issues before on the transmission, and that now was completely dead. So they then told him that they needed the ECU, but their problem once again was that they couldn't provide with the service of cloning the ECU. So we got contacted, like we get so many times, with this customer completely desperate. We don't like to take jobs like this. We don't like at all, because this car came to us with pieces and parts everywhere on the boot. Everything was stripped. All the wires was just like completely probed and stabbed, and everything was just like a complete mess. And we hate to do that, because the problem is this car had one issue, and now because these people just decided to do tests around, there might be multiple issues, and that was the case on this car. So the story was they said they couldn't copy this ECU. Fair enough, the customer called us and said, please, can you guys copy this ECU? We said, that's fine, just drop the car to us and we'll have a look at it. So the car came from 3 hours away on the back of a recovery truck, and it got dropped off to us literally just yesterday. We started investigating, and we've seen that the problem was that the dashboard was not even coming on. Well, we said, well, that can't be an ECU, because the problem with the ECU can't stop the dash from working. That's not at all. So we knew for a fact there was going to be a problem on the powering system of the vehicle that was stopping all the power on the vehicle from working. So we've done our checks and we figured out that there was a short circuit on the system. So that part was solved. Now we had the dashboard coming on. That said short circuit was caused by this testing, by this garage, to try to figure out the issue. Now, the first issue ever was the problem with the gearbox. Now, these gearboxes are very known to us to have issues with the pins. So they just corrode due to a pump on the top of the engine that leaks into the top of the plug. That plug is going to get some water inside, some coolant, and that's just going to rust away the pins. So we were able to completely strip out the automatic gearbox on this vehicle, repair that pin, and now it's back to life. And now it just purely starts. There you go. This car is back on the road after all these forwards and backwards between garages and between random ideas. So this car was brought over to us. We got the transmission fixed. We got the power supply issue fixed. And the car is back on the road. Cheers. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. So there you go, another customer sorted, done and dusted. So if you need anything, I mean, is there any more questions? That's gone. Gone.